Section 26 of Nuggets of the New Thought. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. Read by Jennifer Fournier, Marshall, Virginia, USA. Nuggets of the New Thought by William Walker Atkinson. Get in tune. Marconi's wireless messages. Vibrations reach only the instruments attuned to the sender. The same law in operation on the mental plane. The correct pitch is the thing. Get in tune with the proper vibrations. Get the messages from the best senders. I have just finished reading an account of Marconi's wireless telegraphy. It seems that when a message is sent from the Marconi transmitter, the vibrations travel in all directions, and not alone in the direction of the person to whom the message is sent. It would seem to the reader at first that any instrument in any direction from the sender could and would be affected by the vibrations and would take up and record them. But such is not the case, for Marconi finds that he can attune his receiving instrument to a certain pitch, and that the instrument will receive and record only vibrations emanating from a sending instrument attuned to the same pitch. This is true no matter how near the instruments may be to each other, or in what direction they may be from each other, and all instruments, irrespective of number, that may be within sending distance, will receive the message, providing they are attuned to the same pitch. Now, just notice how much this corresponds to what we know of the working of thought force. People whose minds are attuned to a certain pitch will receive the vibrations from the minds of others whose mental keynote is the same. And if one maintains a high positive keynote, he will not be affected by the vibrations emanating from the mind of another who may have a low negative pitch. The nearer to our pitch the mind of another may be, the more we feel the sympathetic vibrations in our own mind. The greater the difference in the pitch, the less we will feel in sympathy with him. This will account for the instinctive likes or dislikes that many of us experience when coming into the presence of other people. And how soon do people of kindred vibrations seek out and find each other in a mixed assembly? Many likes, unexplainable by any theory of personal appearance, etc., arise from this cause. And as the Marconi instruments may have their pitch changed, so are our mental keynotes changed from time to time as we adjust ourselves to new conditions, as we grow. This will explain why two people, who at one time seemed to be in perfect attunement with each other, will drift apart until at last they seem to have scarcely a thought or feeling in common, and yet both of them may be good people, really anxious to be helpful to the other. But this is not the only way in which the working of the Marconi system resembles the workings of the mind. I have often called your attention to the fact that the holding of certain mental attitudes resulted in the attraction to oneself of thought vibrations corresponding to the general character or the thought held in the mind of the person. Let a man be filled with the spirit of jealousy, and everything seems to feed that feeling. He hears of cases of faithlessness on the part of other persons. Every circumstance seems to confirm him in his belief. The actions of the loved one seem doubly suspicious. Signs of guilt are seen in every expression, every move. He draws to himself the thought waves of other minds vibrating on the same pitch. Like attracts like. Let a man drop into the fear thought condition, and immediately he feels the rush of fear to his mind. Let him cast aside fear and attune himself to the fearless pitch, and he feels an influx of courage, fearlessness, confidence, energy, and other positive thoughts. And according to the character of your thoughts, will you draw to yourself people calculated to cooperate with you and be of assistance to you. Even things seem to shape themselves to fit in with the keynote you have sounded. Not only do you attract to yourself people and things corresponding with your mental pitch, but you send out thought waves affecting others, creating impressions upon them. Go into the presence of an I can and I will man, and if you are of the same kind, he will instantly perceive it and will be glad to talk to you. On the other hand, approach a man of this kind with your mind full of I can't, and he will be conscious of inharmony and will want to be rid of your presence at once. Be a man with the southern exposure, such as I described to you in another article, and you will find that you will extract and draw to yourself all the sunniness in the nature of people with whom you come in contact. Be a human wet blanket, such as I have described in another article, and you will find that you will get the meanest qualities inherent in the nature of people with whom you come in contact. In fact, you will be able to attract only that kind of people who are as musty and unwholesome as yourself. Get rid of the old negative notes. Start in and cultivate the positive, joyous, active vibrations until you reach the steady mental pitch of the new thought man. Then will all the negative vibrations pass you by, finding no encouragement to enter your mentality. Then will you receive the bright, cheerful, happy, fearless vibrations coming from others who have reached the same plane of thought. Get in tune. Get in tune. End of section 26.